welcome to the deep dive. We're trying to sift through all the noise and really pull out the insights that matter.
Yeah, find the signal.
Exactly. And today, we're exploring something that's, well, it's remarkably simple on the surface. But it seems to be packed with these really profound benefits, scientifically validated, too, for your body, your mind, especially as you get older.
Right.
We're going to unpack this idea. The claim is that walking backwards for just 5 minutes a day could be one of the most remarkably effective practices for your body after age 65.
It sounds bold, doesn't it? Almost backwards thinking, you could say.
Yeah, definitely counterintuitive. But the research we've looked at and the real-world stories, they actually make a pretty compelling case. It feels like one of those hidden gems.
Well, what's truly fascinating here, I think, is the history. You mentioned Japan. Well, over there, doctors have actually been prescribing backward walking, like medicine.
Right.
For decades.
Wow, okay. So not just a fitness fad.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Here in America, despite people calling it life-changing, it's virtually unknown.
It's strange, isn't it?
It really is. It feels like the simple, powerful solution just hiding in plain sight, maybe overshadowed by all the complicated fitness advice out there.
Right. So our goal for this deep dive is really to cut through that complexity, give you something actionable, empowering, and actually easy to do.
Exactly.
It's definitely compelling. And to really get a sense of the immediate impact this can have, let's talk about Margaret.
The grandmother from Ohio.
That's the one, 78 years old. And the reports we saw describe her having this severe knee pain. So bad, walking to her mailbox was a real struggle.
That sounds tough. Really limiting.
Totally. But then her physical therapist suggested something unusual. Just add 5 minutes of backward walking to her day.
Okay.
And here's the kicker, within just 3 weeks. She wasn't just pain-free. She was dancing at her granddaughter's wedding, full of energy she hadn't felt in ages.
Wow. 3 weeks? That's incredibly fast.
It really shows how quickly the body can sometimes respond, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And Margaret's story, it's not just a one-off anecdote. It really demonstrates how our brains and bodies react to novel movements.
How so?
Well, think about it. When you walk backwards, your brain is used to the autopilot of moving forward, right? Suddenly, it has to wake up. It's forced to engage in a much more complex way, processing intricate coordination, spatial awareness.
Things it doesn't normally have to think so hard about.
Exactly. And doing that stimulates the creation of new neural pathways, faster, apparently, than even things like crossword puzzles or memory games.
So it's like a workout for the brain, too.
A significant one. There's research, I think, from the University of Oregon suggesting this kind of activity can genuinely mitigate, maybe even reverse, some aspects of age-related decline. It surprised the scientists themselves.
You know that feeling, though? That split second of panic when you stumble?
Yeah.
Or you just feel a bit unsteady on your feet. That fear of losing your balance.
Oh, yeah. It's unsettling. And it's more common as we get older, for sure. And that feeling, it points to a really critical safety issue, especially for older adults. The statistics are, well, they're quite stark.
How stark?
Get this. 1 in 4 seniors will have a fall. And tragically, these falls actually cause more deaths for people over 65 than car accidents do.
Wow. That's sobering. More than car accidents.
It is. But here's where the backward walking comes in as a potential solution. There's some groundbreaking research published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity.
Okay.
It suggests that just 5 minutes of backward walking daily could reduce your fall risk by, wait for it, up to 84%.
84%. That's huge.
It's massive. It's like you're training your body to respond instantly, intuitively to unexpected balance shifts, almost like building a personal bodyguard right into your nervous system.
Okay, an 84% reduction in fall risk is incredible. But you mentioned it goes beyond just safety, right? It actually rebuilds physical capabilities.
Yes, absolutely. Right. It's not just preventative, it's restorative too.
So what about muscle strength? Which muscles does it really target? Especially those ones that tend to weaken as we age.
Right. Well, it has a really profound effect on muscle recruitment. Your quadriceps, for instance, the big muscles at the front of your thighs, they often weaken over time. When you walk backward, they get activated with an intensity up to 3 times greater than walking forward.
3 times, just by walking backward.
Yep. And at the same time, your hamstrings and your glutes, they engage in these unique patterns, ways they probably haven't worked since you were, I don't know, climbing trees as a kid.
Okay, maybe not climbing trees, but I get the idea.
It's like a muscular reset. rebuilding that essential strength you need for just moving confidently through your day.
It really does sound like a whole body thing. There's a researcher, Dr. Sarah Chen.
I know her work. 15 years studying movement and aging.
Right. She uses this beautiful metaphor. She says watching seniors start backward walking is like watching a flower bloom in reverse time lapse.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, where instead of wilting, they literally unfold back into versions of themselves they thought were gone forever.
That really captures it, doesn't it? The body's amazing capacity to recover and adapt. And it's not just muscles. The cardiovascular benefits are also really compelling.
Okay, tell me about that. How does it compare to regular walking for heart health?
Well, studies and clinical observations show backward walking can actually get your heart rate up about 40% more than forward walking at the same speed.
40% higher. But does it feel harder?
That's the interesting part. Most people report it feels easier on their joints, less impact, particularly on the knees.
You get a better cardio workout.
A more robust one, yes.
Without the high impact that might put some people off exercise.
Exactly. It's a really efficient, joint-friendly way to get your cardio in.
That sounds ideal for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, connecting this to the bigger picture, posture. So many of us struggle with that, right? Shoulders slumped from desks, looking down at phones.
The tech neck.
Yeah. Does backward walking help with that?
Yeah.
My mother always told me to stand up straight.
Well, your mother was right. And yes, backward walking offers this kind of natural corrective. The movement itself encourages your spine to pull back into a more optimal alignment.
How? Just automatically?
Pretty much. It gently counteracts those habits from sitting or looking down. It's not just about looking better, although it does that. It's about undoing potentially decades of stress on your spine.
Which could help with aches and pains, too.
Absolutely. Chronic back or neck issues often improve. People might genuinely notice you carry yourself differently, taller, more open.
That's a pretty visible benefit. And you mentioned something earlier underpinning a lot of this. Proprioception. What exactly is that?
Right. Proprioception. It's basically your body's internal sense of itself in space. Knowing where your arms and legs are, how you're moving, without having to look.
Okay, like an internal GPS system.
That's a great way to put it. And with age, that system can sometimes deteriorate, like a radio signal getting fuzzy. You feel less connected, less sure-footed.
I think I know that feeling.
Backward walking. It's like turning the volume dial right back up on that signal. It demands intense awareness, every muscle, every joint, every tiny weight shift. It essentially rewires your nervous system for better bodily awareness.
So you move with more confidence.
Exactly. More confidence, more grace. We've seen examples truly of people in their mid-80s who started using walkers.
Yeah.
And eventually progressed to hiking on trails again, not because they magically got younger, but because they reactivated these capabilities their bodies already had. They just needed the right stimulus to unlock them.
Wow. Unlocking forgotten abilities. I like that. And it's not just the physical side, is it? The cognitive benefits sound equally significant.
Oh, absolutely. It's not just your body getting a boost, your brain does too.
So what are researchers finding there on the mental impact?
Well, there were cognitive researchers, I believe, at the University of Roehampton. They found that people walking backwards for just 3 minutes showed immediate improvements in memory recall.
3 minutes. Immediate improvement.
Right. Yeah. Some participants scored, get this, 30% higher on memory tests compared to people who just walked forward.
30% higher. How does that work?
It seems to be the unfamiliarity. Backward movement isn't automatic, so it demands intense focus. It forces your brain to forge new connections, and apparently it does it pretty quickly. It's powerful cognitive exercise.
So it's not just about, say, slowing down mental decline.
No, it's more active than that.
It sounds like it could actually push back against it.
Precisely. That emphasizes the reversal aspect we mentioned earlier. It's not just preventing cognitive decline. The evidence suggests it could be about actively reversing some aspects of it.
Wow.
Turning back the clock, in a way, on both body and mind, and doing it with something incredibly accessible.
Which is the beauty of it, isn't it? The simplicity, the accessibility. That's what the evidence really highlights.
Totally.
It literally meets you wherever you are right now. If you use a walker, you can do it with your walker.
You hold onto a wall.
Yeah, or a kitchen counter.
Here.
Or even start on a treadmill, nice and slow, holding the safety rails.
Absolutely.
There's really no excuse, is there? No fancy equipment needed, no gym membership, no complicated choreography to learn.
None at all. It's just about committing those 5 minutes.
So how does someone actually start if they're listening right now and thinking, okay, I want to try this?
It's designed to be really gradual. You could literally start this evening. Find a clear space, maybe a hallway or your living room.
Okay.
And just take backward steps for 30 seconds. That's it. Just notice how it feels.
It's different.
Right, how your core engages automatically, how your mind has to focus.
30 seconds. Seems manageable.
Totally manageable. Then tomorrow, maybe try for a minute, then 2 minutes the day after. Just gradually build up until you hit that sort of magical 5-minute mark.
The 5-minute goal.
Yeah, that's where the consistency really starts to embed those changes. Your body starts remembering how to be strong, how to be steady, confident again.
And the results?
Yeah.
People seem to notice them fairly quickly.
Surprisingly quickly, based on the accounts.
Like within the first week, maybe getting out of a chair feels a bit easier. Your balance feels more secure. Maybe you notice you're standing taller without even trying.
Exactly. Those kinds of subtle shifts first. Then, by the end of the first month, often friends or family start commenting.
What do they say?
Things like, you seem to have more energy, or there's a spring in your step I haven't seen in years. Those kinds of observations.
Must feel good.
Absolutely. And then maybe around the 3-month mark, if you stick with it, that's when you really feel it yourself. You understand why some people call it the fountain of youth in motion. You just feel stronger, more confident. There's this sense of gratitude almost for simple movement, like you've reconnected with a more capable version of yourself.
And these aren't just like wishful thinking hopes. These are the kinds of outcomes described in the research and testimonials.
Consistently, yes.
Imagine waking up without that usual stiffness. Or walking upstairs without grabbing the handrail for dear life.
Right. Feeling steady, sure-footed, wherever you are.
Being able to play with grandkids without worrying.
Yeah.
Or finally booking that trip you put off because you weren't sure your body was up to it.
Those are the real-world impacts. The research is solid, the personal stories are incredibly compelling, and the underlying science makes sense. Backward walking isn't just, exercise.
It's more.
It really functions like medicine in some ways, like therapy, like a tool to reclaim that physical confidence and mental sharpness we all want.
So what does all this boil down to for you, listening right now?
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
It means your body is capable of amazing things. Really. Regardless of your age, regardless of where you're starting from today, decline isn't. It's not inevitable. It's not a fixed path you have to go down.
That's such an important message.
It really is.
Yeah.
So here's what I want you to do right now. Before you click away or switch to something else, just stand up.
Do it.
Find a safe spot, maybe near a wall or a counter if you want some support, and just take 10 slow, deliberate backward steps. Yeah, feel how different it is. Feel your muscles waking up. Feel your body making those tiny adjustments for balance. Feel that little spark of focus in your mind, that feeling. That's your body responding. That's your potential calling out.
Don't let another day just drift by wondering, what if, Don't spend another night worrying about falling or about losing your independence bit by bit.
Yeah.
And please, don't buy into the idea that decline is just part of the deal because you've hit a certain number of birthdays. It doesn't have to be.
So true.
Backward walking is like your secret weapon. Seriously. It's a tool to fight back against everything that tells you to slow down, to give up, to accept less than the vibrant, active, joyful life you really deserve.
A powerful tool, hidden in plain sight.
Absolutely. So commit to it 5 minutes every single day, starting today, because your future self, the one who's steady, strong, confident, that future self is counting on the decision you make right now. And I promise you, 6 months down the line, you'll look back at this moment, this decision, as the day everything started to change for the better.